Hey everybody, welcome to the stream.
I'm
still Sean.
Hello.
Hey Dennis, that is the other Irishman from Mad Crypto, here to do his awesome TA.
Thank you.
Where are we trying to get to the? There we go. There's the comments. Lee's not here again today. I'm not sure why. I knew he had some stuff yesterday, but hopefully he's okay. So Ray, let's check out the markets. What's going on there? You said Bitcoin made a bounce back. I haven't been up for very long. I'm gonna open my old timey pull tab beer. Look at this. Dude, I gotta go ask my grandfather how to fucking open these. There we go.
Do you want to share my screen there?
Yeah.
Hello, Dennis.
Good to see you guys here.
There we go. Right, I'll make this full screen. So there, I'm on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. So yesterday we had like it's like a 900. Let me see. Yesterday we had a $900 move downwards, and today, so on the 4-hour we came down about $900 to the bottom of the short, say to the 12,960 price, around where the green 55 exponential moving average is, and we have got a lovely bounce back up off that. That had been a lovely, just textbook buying opportunity there. Just dumped down to the 55. A little bit of a consolidation, then we're going back up to the top of the little short-term range. We'll just go down to the 1 hour and see how easy it would have been to see on this. So there, even on the 1 hour, where the green 55 was on the 4 hour, it's sort of the same place where the blue 200 exponential is coming into on the 1 hour. So at first, when we did get the first dump down, came down, touched that blue 55 exponential perfectly, came back up another about $350, $400, then got a little rejection down, then hit the blue 200 again and came back up about 600. We've come back up about $650. So just lovely little buying opportunities even within the small short-term range, because we're at such a high price point where the moves are so volatile and so big, and we're getting crazy moves so often. Like normally normal little ranging moves, $50, $100, but at these price points, normal little small ranging moves are getting us a couple of $100. So the same big points in Bitcoin, say that top range, if we go up to the daily now for breaking the real higher term time frame ranges, on the daily, if we're getting a closure above, say, 13,660 around that price, then on, I'd say, possibility of touching 14,000. And on the bottom side, on the long term, on the breaking the major range, say in the large range around 12,800. So they're the large range we're in, say 13,660 to 12,800. And the short term ranges right now we are acting in between, say 13,000 and 13,000, 13,630. So on the short-term range, we do have higher room to go, but if we have daily closure above 13,600, say up to 14,000. So we'll have a look at Ethereum. So I've drawn my charts. So I'm gonna go up to the 4 hour on Ethereum first. I'm gonna turn off my moving averages for a second. So on Ethereum, just where we are, the ranges are quite nicely defined. So yesterday when BTC got its dump, Ethereum got the same dump, starting at around 406 down to 380. There's a nice little support around that 380 area. That's also coming in around where we have 200 exponential on the 4 hour. And just like Bitcoin, we came down first, that blue 200, got a little bounce up. Then there's a little area of resistance there around the 392 to about 390 to 393. We got rejected back off that down, hit the 200 exponential again, and back up to that 390 region. Now, I wouldn't, that, like I said, within a big upward trending move, I don't really like to take too many shorts unless they're very obvious. But if I do see that come back down to that blue 200 again, not saying it is gonna, but if it does come back to that blue 200 again, and we see some buying power on the smaller range, so if it comes back down to that, say 380 price, and on the 1 hour I start to see some green candles, I'd see that as a nice opportunity to get in a quick long scalp back up to the 390 region. If we just look at the daily on Ethereum, see is there anything more to show. So on the daily, it's just we're at that bottom. If we look at that as just that, the series of higher lows, right now we're at the bottom of that higher low. Are we going to break down? Or are we going to break up? I do think that's going to be dictated by what Bitcoin does. And right now, I say on the daily, Bitcoin is looking good. Get a bounce off that, the yellow 10 simple. So really, the long-term ranges, they're just, once you break them, they're massive moves. I prefer to play ranging moves. They're a lot more easier to manage your risk off. And that is it for the TA today.
I would like you to look at Stellar.
Stellar, what's the ticker for Stellar?
XLM.
So now we'll go up to the daily first.
Oh, man.
Right. On the daily, I do think we're going to come down. Right now we're at 0.077835. We were down a little bit further. Where that wick low is. So we just put a little area in that. So we came down to that area. If there wasn't that wick low down there on that daily, I'd say we'd come down to that. But now we've got that, we're getting a little bounce back up. If we do break through the wick low on the current daily price, I think we'll probably come down to 0.072. We'll see what sort of a percentage move that is on. So the wick low of the daily candle now, if we come down and break through that, I think we're going to get, that was what, another 4% move. Yes, another 4% move if we do get that wick low. That might not come down to a day or two. We'll go down to a smaller time frame. On the 4 hour, I don't like how this is looking. So this on the 4 hour came down, we bounced up a little bit. If we close this 4 hour candle, we're getting rejected off that yellow 10 simple. If we close that below the white 200 simple move, if we close this candle below the white 200 simple moving average, I think it's coming down anyways to that, the wick low of the daily. And then if we close a 4 hour below that wick low, I do think we'll come back down to that area of 0.072, which from here in total is a 7% move. But
what's the last 48 hours look like?
48 hours. Bad. Look, just taking the 48 hours. If we close it here, I do think probably come back down to the 0.072 region. 0.073 region. Don't like how that's looking, but it's still, until this area, just going back here, this area 0.07 of like 0.07 to 0.075 is a big sort of ranging area that either broke downwards heavily or broke upwards heavily. So this is a big area of support.
Well, I'm going to talk a little FA on this. I think I want to go over the news. Okay, let's hit the news. The reason for it, you know Stellar, right? XLM.
Yeah.
They're old. It's IBM's blockchain. So, and they've done a lot of things right. Obviously, they're IBM. You know, they're very focused on business, and on usage. kind of like a. I mean, in all fairness, kind of like XRP is concentrated on utility. So they are. I think they're a lot better than XRP because they're not just designed for that. For cross-chain payment settlement. It's a solid blockchain. It's built by IBM, so it's going to be a very cool, very good platform. I've always liked it. But what I've and I went over one of these stories with you already, Ray, which I was gonna hit on, and Dennis, you're going to be interested in this. I don't know. Man, they've been around for so long. Them and Ripple, they were kind of the competitors, but also they kind of went in tandem. Like when Ripple would have some rises, Stellar would have rises too. October 29th, Trade Republic Day, we're celebrating the establishment of the Republic 96th year. Apollo, and Apollo's, that's a lot for Ray to unpack. But we'll do that probably tomorrow. Okay, and Lighthouse, you had asked where Kips was. We don't know. He's not in. But let me hit the news. Here we go. Can you see?
Just loading up. Yeah, I can see now.
All right. This story just goes over, it's very short, about how Bitcoin rallies and get an added boost from wrapped crypto tokens. We didn't have these back in the last, this tech, back in the last run. And it does allow a lot of like DEXs to be able to trade Bitcoin. It does kind of open up a lot of things when it comes to trading, when it comes to Bitcoin and altcoins, because you're able to do a lot more that you couldn't do before cross chain. So I just lost my train of thought. SoFi CEO on investing patterns, crypto assets, and plans to offer a new credit card. The SoFi CEO, Anthony Noto, reports on a large uptick in fractional trading. Oh, that's why I wanted to go over this. Fractional trading is a very new thing when it comes to stocks. It's really just come out, and just starting to gain traction. It's a lot. Fractional trading is where you can buy a portion of a stock. It's with Robinhood and the explosion of millennials investing, but they don't have money to buy a whole share of like Apple or Amazon or Netflix, because they're only putting in like $100 or $150. So with the fractional investing, you can buy half a share, a quarter share, smaller amounts, and then the platform kind of divvies it up.
But is it do the people actually, in that sense, I doubt that, are the people actually ever owning a stock, or is that done on like a CFD basis?
No, that's the thing. They don't really own it. It's but it's a way to get, people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I wish I could buy Amazon, but I only have $100. So, but this just, it really shows how crypto is so much better, because Bitcoin has always been that way. It's always been on fractional trading. You could always invest a small portion. That's one of the hardest things when I first got into it, to get my head around. You don't have to buy a Bitcoin. When you first look, it's like, oh, it's Litecoin's, $20 or $15, whatever it was. When I got in, this Ethereum's, $18. I can get like a couple of these. I can't afford this, $1,200 Bitcoin, $2,000 Bitcoin. So I'm just going to get these. Because it's like you don't really own the full asset, but you own the full asset. It's all yours. There's no custody. No one else has the actual real Bitcoin, and you're, doled out a portion of it. So on the crypto.com front, Coinbase has launched a crypto debit card in the U.S.
Yeah, that would be big.
I had sent this to Ray. This is a big deal. But I saw that they were going to beat Crypto.com with a 4% reward. So when I saw this in MSN news, I thought that was odd because it says 1% Bitcoin. And it's Bitcoin, though, because obviously Coinbase does not have a coin, which is cool because you're actually earning Bitcoin with your purchases and not Crow, which can fluctuate dramatically as we've seen. But when I read through the story, you get 1%. You do get 4% back, so it is more, and there's no staking involved. So you don't have to. They just raised the stake by 150% over Crypto.com. So the Coinbase, you just get 4% back, but you get 1% in actual Bitcoin. And guess what the other 4% is paid in?
Ethereum?
No. Well, I'll read it to you because you can tell this is written by non-crypto people. Customers who make purchases on the debit card will receive a reward in the form of 1% rebate paid in Bitcoin or a 4% rebate paid in a more obscure cryptocurrency at the outset. The 4% reward option will come in the form of XLM, also known as Stellar Lumens. So you can get 4% cash back from Coinbase debit card in Stellar, in XLM. I think that's going to be huge news for Stellar. And this just came.
One thing that I think could seriously hinder Coinbase's card is like Coinbase is probably the worst. If you just want to buy your crypto, Coinbase is probably the worst place to do it. The fees are extortionate. So if they bring fees like that over to their card, they'll be the reason that Stellar tanks as well.
Well, I think what's the thing? See, Stellar's not really anything except for the utility on it. Which are the fees? Every transaction debit card Coinbase will charge a 2.449% levy. The reward system could help overcome the drawback to spending cryptocurrency, which are the fees for every transaction. Using debit card, Coinbase will charge a 2.9% levy. The fee makes using a debit card an unattractive option, especially since some cards offer 2% back in rewards with no fees. There's an important exception. The exception is when Coinbase customers draw on their USDC accounts. USDC are a type of cryptocurrency. Jesus Christ, come on. You can go shopping with their USDC accounts. No fees while earning the 1% Bitcoin or 4%. So if you... that is a bitch. That's a bitch. Because you can buy... you can onboard at other places. Like Cash App. Cash App is one of the cheapest places to buy Bitcoin to onboard.
We don't have that in the UK, though.
Yeah, no. But you have other stuff we don't have. So I don't know what is through WireX and stuff like that. And then you can just send it to Coinbase. But now you've got to exchange it for USDC. So whatever the fee is, and I'm not even sure where all you can get USDC besides Coinbase and a couple others. Because there's something you can just pick the cheapest exchange and then send it there. But 4% back in lumens, man. I think that's pretty sweet. Also brings more utility to it to Stellar, which I've always liked Stellar over XRP. All right, what did I tokenizing stocks? Yeah, Chan. That is
yeah, that
man. Dennis is just he's on board. He is the guy. This Titanic's gonna make it, man.
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
is that it for the show?
That's pretty much it. Unless you got anything else you want to go over or talk about.
No, I think that's it for it. Just the short-term ranges in Bitcoin, they're very well defined. Just be careful managing your risk. There's some very obvious points to manage your risk in terms of making short-term trades. On Bitcoin, the large, if you're talking about the daily closure, large range, 12.8 to the bottom, 13.660 I think was the top. So there, like I said, I don't like to play the big breakout moves because I don't know where to manage my risk off. Basically, that. But what I mean by that, setting your stop losses. But within the short-term ranges, there's easier places to set your stop loss to manage your risk off of. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna give away 1,000
Oh
NIM
yes, giveaway.
to someone who guesses the right number between 1 and 10.
2.
1,000.
Can be here for a while.
Between 1 and 10? I don't think so.
10,000.
Man, you guys are not close.
10.
No, 10 was the first number picked by Dennis.
3.
There you go. 10 got it, 2.
Hmm.
You said 2. So,
I did say 2.
yeah. All right, 10, you got it. I should have your. Send me your because I updated my Nimiq wallet, so I don't know if I have all the save stuff.
You should keep a record of how many times the Nasir and Tantan have won.
Well, no, once I rename their wallet in the new wallet, all the transactions change to it, so I can go see.
Yeah.
But all right, you guys take care. It's good hanging out with you. We'll
See you
see you tomorrow.
Bye bye.